Good morning. Happy Thursday. Wakey, wakey. We are up and moving. I don't know what's going on with this camera, honey. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's see. Can I move over a little bit? Yes. All right. So today I wanted to talk about. I hope everyone is having a great week. I hope everyone's looking forward to the weekend. Remember what I said. Make plans to always have plans for your weekend to take care of yourself and do the things you want to do. I came on live kind of quick. I didn't think it was going to start that fast. Caught me off guard. Okay. So I'm Katrina, the author of the book Grave. Ah, honey, let me tell you something. Life is crazy. Today I want to talk about stepping back from different situations, whether it's a person, a friend, a co-worker. I'm turning my phone down. I know I should have did it. But like I said, it came on so quick. So um there we go. So I'm going to talk about stepping back and when you're being a friend to someone. And I don't know if sometimes people think whether it's okay, so we're going to say whether it's a coworker, uh, a friend, um, let's see, uh, anybody, you know. But it got to be somebody close to you because at this point, what I'm talking about is when you care about someone, right? So when we care about people, we show that we care about people, correct? And I think sometimes, I don't want to say we're overbearing as friends, but I think when you care about somebody, you kind of give a little bit more attention. But what if they don't want the attention? That's something to think about, right? So I want to say, but choose my words carefully, because I still go to that place to give me a little bit of change. Let me take a sip of coffee. And also, too, so when I say stepping back, when you realize that the person is using you for their own gain, whether it's advice, um, whether it's money, whether it's you know your car, um, your Netflix. Well, I don't even think you can do that no more. No, no. But different things or whatever that a person could be using you for. When do we know when to step back? So for me, you got one time to curve me left. I'm not that girl. I'm not. I'm not. I've been through so much that like I feel like you're not gonna just do or say anything to me. It's just I'm not built like that. I'm so sorry. I'm not that girl. My cutoff game is second to none. I'm a loner. I call myself a highway. I've said it, watched the videos, I say it all the time. But how do we know when to step back? Do you know when to step back? Well, good morning. How are ya? What you doing? Ron, do you know when to step back when you feel like or you think you're being used? Itchy. I mean, and it could be a family, like your sister, your brother, your cousin, you know, how do you handle that if you are being used, Ron? Like, what are you feeling about the situation? Because sometimes we put our all into our friendships, you know? And then I want to say being friends with somebody is not trying to be annoying. It's like trying to be that friend, especially if, let's just say, if your bills come into play or your health come into play and you're giving this person advice, but then the person act like they don't want the advice. So what do you do? Oh, what is going on with that? Look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it. Anyway, and I'm pull that out. Fix my hair. Anyway, so but then you get to the point where You realizing that this person they care about you, that you care about, uh, act like they care, but they really don't care. Am I making sense? So when you're giving them advice, they get annoyed about um, the advice that you're getting. They uh, want to say or think that you're being annoying when you're really not. You just care. Some people not. My husband said some people not used to people caring, and I could believe that. You know, but at what point at your big age you you don't realize people care about you? You know, all the braids are coming down, honey. What is going on? Um, at your big age, when do you realize? I said one is too many, so people need you and will use you. Yes, people will use you for what they want, but the moment you act like you care and you asking questions, now you're annoying. So this is when you step back. I'm like, okay, mofo, don't call, don't. You can't pick up the phone because you got to remember what you said to a person. You can't just say stuff to people and think it's okay. Like my son, he'll do something and then call you 3 days later. Why you calling me? I'm not ready to talk to you yet, yo. So make it make sense. I think maybe it's the Leos. Because, ooh, Leo. Do Leo people do that? I don't know. I think for me, stepping back is a big thing. You got one time to show me. One time to show me I'm getting on your nerves or I'm being annoying to you when I'm trying to help you. And then, as Bill Cosby would say, hands up. So, dude, hands down. All grades are coming down, honey. I don't know what's going on. I try to put them up. So, you got to make it make sense when you see what, when you see what the tables was turned on the other feet. Oh, if the tables was turned, oh, what do we do if the tables turned? That's a good question. How would that person act? Now you're the most disrespectful person in the world. My shoulder hurts. I'm sorry, my shoulder is killing me. Um, at that point, when they act like you're getting on your nerves, or you're getting on their nerves, or if you think they're using you, or want, you know, um, if you're caring too much, because people will present that you're caring too much, you're doing too much. Okay, then you step back. Bottom line. Okay, that's all you have to do at this point, because what are you going to do when you know if this person is constantly saying that you're being annoying or getting on their nerves? The only thing that you can do is step back. And then most of the time people don't even realize that you're being a friend to them. They don't realize that until they lose you know so why let it get to the point? I think at our big ages we know who care about us and who don't, and some people just can't accept that people care about them. And it's okay, because now the person is stepping back from caring about them, because you don't want to be overburned and get on somebody's nerves. And you know when you want to show that you care, if I ask you how you feeling, or did, did you eat, or it's because you care. It's because I care. Now if you don't accept it and you have a problem with it, then you just stop. Okay, I won't ask you nothing. I don't give a If you don't eat, if you fall to the ground, if you're in the emergency room, what you call me for? Don't call me. Because you don't want this annoying person to come to your hospital room. You understand what I'm saying? So we fall back. we just step back, give them space, let them do them, showing love. I mean, some people can't receive love. Do you agree? Some people can't receive it. Some people scared of it. They're scared of that good feeling. Love is a good feeling. When you're being loved, I mean, when I say when you're seriously being loved correctly, it's a scary feeling because sometimes you feel like you don't deserve it. Am I right? And that's why it gets to the point where, of course, it's within themselves, yes, but we get to the point where you have to take a mental, whether it's your spouse, your children, your friends, whoever. It shouldn't be your coworkers. I don't know why I said coworkers. The coworkers don't count because that's a season. Truly a season. Some people could be a season. Listen, well, could husbands, could wives be a season? That's a good question. I saw this lady. She was on actually was on the Funky Dineva show, and she wasn't on the show. He played a clip, and she was talking about marriage. And every 5 years, she think that you should talk to your spouse and see if it's working. If it's not working, y'all should separate. I thought that was kind of crazy, but it's food for thought though. So if y'all both still into it and y'all still want to give 100%, then it is what it is. So, and like I said, for your mental and for yourself, because people will not forget how to use you. You step back from the person. Once you step back from a person, you should not be stepping back up. You should be back. Okay? Because now if this person called you and be like, can you do such and such? I had a situation. Um, person called me, was acting like I was getting on their nerves. Okay. You know me, I'm with that Bill Cosby, all that. And can you read this and tell me what this is? See, this is what I'm talking about. So now you've been the first I'm getting on your nerves. Now you want to use me. One word answer. That's what I gave him. Well, 2 words. And that was it. And then proceeded to text me stuff hours later. Like nothing happened. You don't get to do that. Not in Trina's world. You don't get to do that. It's within themselves. A peace of mind is real love for me. I agree. Oh, honey, peace is, I always say peace is expensive. You have to give up a lot to get peace. Peace is a beautiful thing. But a lot of us are scared to be alone. Because I don't even think people realize sometimes we're alone with company. Clock that. You understand me? We are alone with company. And that's the worst feeling in the world. Because then you're looking at that mofo like, what? Yeah. Then you start feeling some type of way. Mm. And that's when the attitudes come in, you know? But back to homeboy, y'all. So I'm not a forgiving person. Am I? It depends. I'll forgive you, but I'll bring the shit because I'm petty as hey, Petty Paula. That's my name, Petty Paula. Huh? Anyway, but the crazy part is you could be friends with somebody, and then next thing you know, you're there for them and everything. And then they'll stab you in the back, right? And pretend that they're the ones bleeding, like you did something to them. That goes with a narcissist. Do you understand me? Yes. What are you saying what for? Petty Paula? Yeah, that's her. Here she is here. And she is petty as anyway. So learn how to step back from fake people, lovers, children, grandchildren off them as they're my babies. But to a certain degree, clock that. I have a food for thought. And Ron, you tell me what you're feeling about this one, dear. Since you're up and moving around, you getting ready for work? You brush your teeth? Huh? Anyway, food for thought. People get too comfortable with your kindness and forget it's a privilege to be around you. I tell people all the time, I'm a holiday. You get to see me once a year. Well, now on the YouTube, you get to see me every day, but in person. You understand? I guard my space. Nobody gets to be around me like that. And it's not that I think that I'm all that. It's not that. But it's a prime example of people using and thinking they can do whatever they want to you and treat you any kind of way. That's why I say my cutoff game is second to none. I will not have of it. I will not. You don't know how many winters and how many summers you have left on this earth, and how dare you spend it with somebody who don't give zero about your feelings. It doesn't make sense to me. It does not. So why would you allow somebody into your space knowing it's a privilege to sit next to you, to talk to you? And that's the thing I think people don't realize. Once you show people it's a privilege to be next to you, to talk to you, to be able to call you. You know how many people text me and I don't ask them? I don't answer. I'm not going to answer. I'm not. I will not. And then it depends on how I'm feeling. Peace and energy is real. So when they act like they don't understand you or think they can use you, you have to show them who you are. You have to show them that you're a classic, because that's what I am. So therefore, when they get too comfortable with your kindness and forget that it's a privilege just to sit next to you or be on the phone and be able to pick up the phone and call you, because the average person can't pick up the phone and call me. Even just to say, how you doing? You better not. I wish you would. So learn when to step back, because at this point, they don't realize it's a privilege to be with you. You understand? It's a privilege to come to my home. I don't have a house, I have a home. And put your feet underneath my table and enjoy kindness, enjoy love, enjoy laughter. When they don't realize that, then you step back. And when I say step back, you cut them up off. Anyway, so on my IG, I listed some, I posted some pictures and stuff, flyers of me. I'll be in Boston, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia. I keep saying I'm gonna do this flyer, and I said it was supposed to be done by today, but guess what? I didn't do it. I can't. I'm in these streets. So pick up Master Mercedes. I'm thinking about doing an open dialogue. I keep saying that, but I'm gonna call her today. I know she's probably watching. I'm gonna call her and set up the dialogue for Master Mercedes, because she wants to give her feelings on. Her name is Twila, and she wants to give her feelings on Master Mercedes. So we're gonna set that up. I think I know I need. It's one of the things I need to take care of, but I have so much on my plate. It's bananas. So with that being, I'm gonna say, have a wonderful Thursday. Know when to step back. Be kind to one another. Pass on the act of kindness, whether it's holding a door for someone or buying someone a coffee, or, just something kind, or just telling somebody, I like your shirt, I like your shoes, I like your pants, just pass on the act of kindness. Have a wonderful day. Make sure you eat breakfast.